think within superannuation particularly, we've got a lot of accidental investors. They're not here because they want to be, they're here because they have to be. I think we need to educate people in a way that they understand and give people a sense of what does this mean?
There's no shortage of work to do in terms of educating investors. A number of studies have shown that investor behaviour unfortunately contributes to returns being nowhere near as good as they should be or as they could be.
People are not wired to be risk managers. They have a look at what's happened recently and extrapolate that out into the future because it's the easiest thing to do.
You're compelling people to be in a system to overcome their reluctance to save for retirement, and then you're expecting them to make informed investment decisions.
I think we have to accept that there's a limit to which your average person understands how to deploy a potentially large amount of money at retirement age.
These risks are very complex to understand, and they're very complex to model, and an individual's ability to be effectively their own defined benefit pension scheme manager is well beyond many people's capacity.
One of the biggest challenges that we have when it comes to superannuation and retirement more generally is there's such a difference between the generations. My grandparents lived through the Depression, and now we're looking at the next generation, which is my generation, the ones to follow. We have compulsion as a key element, but ultimately we have to make the right decisions to ensure we get the right outcomes.
There's a lot of people that were, probably nearing 65 years old now that are probably panicking a little bit, thinking, gee, I was never educated on this all the way up till this stage, and then I've only had the last 15 years where I've had to really put my foot down, and I don't know whether it's enough to get me through.
The emotional aspect of watching your money go up and down, if you're invested in more volatile asset classes, can be often more significant than the economic impact.
If you get it wrong, it can be the difference between eating cat food or caviar in your retirement. Not for a year or two, for the rest of your life.
In Australia, we use the term, she'll be right, mate. The government has decided what contributions I need to make. I don't need to worry about it. I'll get to retirement and be fine.
Someone's retirement might be 30, 40 years away, and historically that has been a set and forget type aspect. People have been disengaged because it's not been immediate to them. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone uses that smartphone to do everyday tasks. We have clients who are using that type of technology to try and genuinely engage with people about issues which typically they may have very little interest.
We all want to see what our super's doing for us, and we're not experts financially. So having an advisor coming to tell you what's happening with your super is a great benefit.
It's not about the endpoint, the return, etc. It's about the strategy. It's about trying to ensure that there is a complete understanding around what all the objectives are, and therefore what the associated risks are. And more than anything, for any single client, what's important is understanding the trade-offs with every single decision they make.